Good morning, YouTube mine explorers. Tom and Julie here. Yeah, she's here.
Morning.
We're at a fork in the road. Which way should we go? What do you say, Julie?
I say left.
Okay, left it is. I noticed some cat tracks over here when I was looking around a second ago. Where'd they go? Right here. Wow, look at the beautiful white mountains in the distance. Literally white, and also they are the White Mountains. We're up here on a plateau where there's not much going on. There's a huge cut over here. Here's Julie.
Hi.
Kind of cold this morning, we got our jackets on.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting looking rocks around here. Well, we are in a huge open strip mine. They've got the whole top of this mountain peeled off. And there are several levels to this. It's tiered. We're coming up to a big flat here. It's freezing cold. Wind's blowing. Can't be more than about 30 degrees right now. So here's our tiered sections, just like I said. Look at the mountains, beautiful back there. Let's go along here a little ways and see what we see. Wow, you just don't realize how massive these tiers are until you get up on them. This has got to be about, oh, this is 50 feet down for sure. And just look at the massive amount of stuff people have moved over here. Some cool minerals up here too. You know, everything up here looks pretty wild. This kind of stuff. There's some of that bornite stuff right here. That's kind of neat stuff. There's something blue. So that looks to be one of the mineral intense veins up there, where beyond that big boulder in the middle of the stream, kind of red. And so, and this would be kind of the stuff that's coming out of it. I don't think this is the desirable stuff, but this is all just waste. But there's a lot of interesting looking rocks coming out of there. Some of this blue, and then this striped, layered. You can go over this way a little more and it looks more limestone-ish, although I could be wrong. Julie's on to another one. Spin around a little bit. Not, no, I mean like tip it. Yeah, that's cool too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Tip it back this way.
Pretty, isn't it?
The White Mountains. Well, I have to say the scale of these mines is pretty crazy. Huge. I don't know if you can even tell how big this is from where I'm standing. Well, you don't see too many steel riveted ore bins, but you do right there. The tracks used to come right out. There's an adit above here, and the tracks used to come right out to the top of the ore bin. And I'm assuming at some point trucks were able to drive underneath it to load up. There's a big mechanism for lifting the gate right over here. There probably was another arm that came out somehow. We're going into a silver mine, and this is kind of a notoriously dusty type of mine, so we got our dust masks on. So right here is the portal, so in we go. Here's an old door. It's a pretty heavy steel door with a lock on it that's still on it. Cement around the edges of it where this big lock was on this gate. Tracks are going in. It looks like the tracks take a quick left here as we're getting in here. I can see already. There's a door ahead of us. We'll look at that later. Let's follow the tracks for a while. Brr. Windy in here. And cold. It's cold outside today. Yeah, that's where the door leads to. You can go take a look at it if you want. This is like a storage room. That door is kind of tricky because look, you take one step too many and you're down a shaft. There's the door. There's the shaft. So that's a little crazy. There's a big tank here. It looks like this goes to the right. Also, there's a couple of big wooden chutes here. A lot of old samples. A water pipe coming out of the stope up there. And old broom. A lot of old sampling bags. Okay, the tracks are kind of winding around a little bit. This vein is on a slant again from high right to low left at roughly a 45-degree angle. That's looking up into a stope. There's a ladder. That's going down. Let's follow the tracks for a while, see where they go. Tracks are in nice shape. Boy, they could still be used. A lot of air moving through here. I don't know if you can see the dust, but it's following us. Oh, there's a pretty long Winze shaft. Look at the skip rail. You probably want to have your rope since there aren't any ladders there. I mean, you could scramble your way down the tracks, but So there's a little hoist room here. Oh, there's no hoist. There was an operator's chair. It looks like a seat out of a van or something of the such. Something of the like. There's some load counts. Oh, a mess in here. Let's see anything?
Yeah, it's like somebody's medication list. Health history.
Here's the stops for that top of the skip track, so the ore car doesn't come flying off the end of it. There's another similar stop, I think. There's a big tank down here. I'm guessing it's a water tank. It's pretty large. Probably a few hundred gallons capacity anyway. Let's go down the track some more. Here's a plastic pipe. This mine has a strange history. This area was first mined in the 1860s, and obviously some of it is more modern than that. I think maybe even up into the 1970s. There's a little ladder here. And a little teeny pillar there. Kind of cute. A little stall here. Alright, let's follow the track some more. See what we find. That says exit, but I'm not sure how you'd exit down there safely. There's a tube of grease. Shelf. Here's an intersection. Let's see here. This is going to the right. What did you say?
Which way do you want to go?
And this is going straight. Well, let's follow the main line for a minute.
Okay.
A few stones. There's some lagging and it's holding back quite a bit of rock. It goes left where there's a bunch of cans and it looks like maybe a table of some sort. A couple more chutes over this way, and then this is looking up into the stope. There's extensive stoping in this area, and it's stoped at about a 45 to 75 degree angle, and they go all the way to the top of the mountain basically. Oh yeah.
Rabbit parts.
So something's been eating a rabbit in here not that terribly long ago. Oh yeah, here's some more rabbit fur.
More parts.
So there's probably a cat around somewhere. Something brought a rabbit in here to eat. Here's a little workstation, probably to prepare their fuses for their explosives. Maybe to keep some supplies. Looks like there's a few oil cans and such here. So here is some fuse. Just as I was saying, this is probably to prepare the primers in the fuse. Maybe store some oil cans. There's a pair of gloves back there too. And a wall anchor there. Can of Texaco. Rock drill loo. Huh. Interesting. I wonder why something would bring a rabbit so far in here to eat it. And it seems like extra work. Why don't you just, if you want to bring it in for a little cover to eat, why not just stop closer to the portal? So here's some nice timbering A big double chute. Big chutes. Beautiful lumber, not even rotten a bit, dry as a bone. These are like 8x8s at least. There's my hand. Another chute. No shortage of chutes. That one's boarded off up top. And we come to a ladder at the face. Oh, wow, a lot of air moving through there. Well, might as well make the few steps since it's straight here. Doesn't do much that way. It does go a little ways that way, with some more ladders and things in there. There's a box there of something. Looks like red bell peppers. Here's a big pillar. I like seeing the big pillars. And a big chute. Did you see what, is this just a sample bag? Well, there's a bag of Anfo. Blasting agent. Use adequate primer. Sierra Chemical. Stanford Geological Survey, October 22nd, 1941. Huh, it's interesting. Hanging up that little chute. It's a little teeny one. Kind of neat to see the Stanford. Probably some students. We see students quite often when we're out exploring. We see some from UC Davis, University of California, Davis. We've seen them out several times in different places.
Let's go the short way.
Let's try this. Now this is going through some different material here. Oh, look at the gob wall.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Go on. To get some scale on it. Beautiful gob wall. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I like that.
Oh, look, you can see all that through. Got it.
Let's look it up into the stove. Oh, interesting material here. Does it keep going?
Yeah.
So I didn't notice, but that gob wall goes all the way up there. Julie noticed it. And it comes down this way. Comes down this way. Back it up. That's pretty neat, isn't it? That's probably done a long time ago. Okay, so we're back to the main tracks here. That work table is just right over there. We already saw that. So let's go back this way, and we'll have to see what else there is to see in this mine. Okay, we're back to where we skipped one on the way in. It's a right on the way in, it's a left on the way out, so let's take it, see where it goes. There is track here. They've taken out some of it. Picks up again right here. Another big wooden structure here, a double chute it looks like. And this is going to be the end of the line here. But it comes to this big heavily timbered double chute. And I can't see past it. I'm sure it goes up into those slopes that are up above us. Okay, we're back to this bridge. I think this is where that tank was. No? Oh yeah, there's the tank. Here's the little hoist room where it was. Oh, here's 1951 Conrad Frapps. That's interesting. I wonder if he's still around. And I'd like to go down here. I'm guessing we could. It's hard to scramble down those big steps, and they're always steeper than they look. So we probably bring our rope back and go down there just to make it easier. All right, down we go down the Winze. Oh.